You are your own greatest project. But just always remember, don't give up.
In the shadow of the peach state, where the magnolias bloom so late, a child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. I see peace, he send them far and wide, across the borders where they divide. Families waiting with open arms to shield them from all worldly harm. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Georgia's foster, let love shine. Though the journey's tough, the road is long, singing out this hopeful song. Every child deserves a chance to find their home, their love, their dance. No more darkness, no more tears, just a future free from fears. With each step they grow so strong, in a place where they belong. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. The journey's tough, the road is long, in this world they'll start to glow. Child protective, hear their plea, in Georgia's arms they will be free. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Let love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine.
Hey everybody, welcome in. I'm Danielle, I'm your host today on Unmasking Foster Care Corruption. How's everybody doing? I see Chris in the chat. Welcome in everyone. It's good to see y'all. I'm here. I was having some technical difficulties. I don't know why it wouldn't go live at 5:30 or 5:35. I do apologize. Y'all know one day I might get this down. One day, hopefully soon. I'm hoping. But y'all just bear with me, okay? Hey, Chris, welcome in, hon. What's going on with you? How's everything? And what's going on with your child? Hey, Slush Man, how are you? Welcome in. It's good to see y'all. Good to see everyone. So I guess we're out there on Kick, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok. Well, I think we was on TikTok, but I think they mannered me. For now, for like 5 days. I don't know why, but you know, we're out there we're Facebook on different channels. We are on YouTube, so we're out there, and it's only what Slush Man. So I wanna bring up. I'm what? My man bear, mama bear. Look, I'll tell you. I was talking to my lawyer to find out why John isn't going to a new hold on, let's pull your comment up, Debbie. Let's see, let's show it. Hold on. Here we go. Look what happened. Hi, Bruce. How are you? What is the content on this channel? Okay, what we talk about here is this is a place for parents to come, or anyone really that would love to just come in and just vibe with us. But we talk about the child welfare system and the foster care system. Parents can come share their stories if they have had to deal with CPS in their life. I am a parent that has experienced the nightmare of CPS with my son, who is 19. He's 20 now. He was unlawfully seized by DFCS here in Georgia, was sent 4 states away. My mother had passed away unexpectedly, and they came in, and I didn't see my son for like 3 months. And then when I did see him, I hugged him one time, and they sent him out to Texas. So, and I want to say that so we're here to share our stories and just support, lean on one another. It's like a vibing group, but we welcome in anyone. We welcome in trolled haters, awesome people, moms, dads, parents. We welcome in everyone. This is a place where you're more than welcome to come in and talk. If you need to talk, if you want to share a story, if you just want to ask a question, it don't matter. I mean, I get so many different types of scenarios when I go live. I never know what the live is going to bring me. So I like to be here for people that's out there that need some like support from others, because it is hard sometimes in life when you don't have other people that you can lean on for. Maybe you just need someone to listen. Maybe there's something that you just want to talk about. I mean, and it don't even have to be about CPS, but just to where you feel like you're wanted, you're loved, and just don't give up on yourself. So this is kind of it can be many different things, but we do talk about Child Protective Service and the systematic failures within the system, because it's a system that was built to strengthen and support families and keep them together. But now it's a system that is tearing families apart and not putting kids back with their families, not trying to remember family preservation, not trying to hold on to that. Child safety is not a concern of theirs. I mean, look out in Alabama, y'all. The case where the worker that left the child in the vehicle right there shows, I mean, that is not just it's a hard, that's a hard one to understand, because when a child's taken from his or her family, they're America's most vulnerable children. Okay, protect the kids. The kids depend on us adults to protect them. They learn from us. So could you imagine how not only the parents feel of that child that it was unalived, but does the caseworker even have any kind of sympathy at all, like any kind of care? Or she just want to play victim? Because surely if you take on a job like that, you are fully responsible for whatever child, person, human being you have around you that is in your care at that time. Just like with the foster parents, these are children's lives. These are kids that do have a mom and dad. They do have but their mom and dad may be struggling or going through something, or it could be a divorce. It something that triggered CPS to be in their life. But I can almost promise you that a majority of these cases, nationwide, even worldwide, are not. So there's no evidence, nothing of abuse and neglect, and they're taking these kids and then isolating them and keeping them away from their communities, away from their families, away from their connections. How is that going? Especially the younger the child is, imagine how their development is. I know we got Chris here with us. Chris is she has a son that, I mean, from my understanding, it was going great, and from what I've seen, and it was. She was working on getting her son home, and then all of a sudden it took a turn. But nobody's saying anything. Nobody's letting nobody know anything. I mean, and how can you persuade someone like that? How can you just like mess with somebody's, not only their mind, their mentality, their feelings, their emotions? A mom that was working so hard and thought she was almost this close to getting her son home, to now it's a totally different ballgame. So please keep these. Thank you, Slush Man. Thank you. It's okay, Slush Man. Hi, Cody. How are you? Welcome in. You look like Felix from Stray Kids. Well, I'm not a stray kid. And who's Felix? I'm about to look that one up. But hey, Ray, welcome in. Hey, Brenda, bringing back Brenda. I see what you said, Ray. Flair Hardy, welcome in. Thank you. I don't know who Felix from Stray Kids is, but I'm not a stray. I know that. My name is Danielle. Nice to meet you. But welcome in, y'all. Is that like Felix? Felix. I was going to call you Felix, right? Is that like a cartoon or something? Please fill me in. I'm curious. Hey, Debbie. Foster parents. Yeah, I still have not seen. Chris says, this is Chris that I was talking about, y'all. This is Chris. Debbie is her mother, okay? The grandmother of the boy. This, I still have not saw my son, but they want to do a Zoom call for 30 minutes. And I don't get why. So Chris, you go from having visits, home visits, like you were able to take your child home, back to the home, and have them for like 3 or 4 hours, and be able to be the parent you need to be, and work on showing them that yes, you can parent, you love your child, to now they're not saying anything to you, and they're not even. So here we are, everyone. Here's Chris. This is a real story, a real family. This is a real child. These are real people going through unimaginable things and pain, trying to navigate through a system that's broken. How can you do that? This woman right here, I can say I've seen it with I mean, there's many of us in this chat that talk to Chris on a daily basis, and for her to have to go from being able to be in her son's life to now, I mean, and this is a matter of maybe 2 weeks that just changed, y'all. So, but not being told anything. Imagine being a parent like that. How would you feel? And I love it when somebody calls during their live. Wow. Hold on, y'all. I should put them on live and say, hey, y'all want to talk? Can't stand that when people try to call me live. It's rude, and I do apologize, y'all. I really am sorry. I thank you, Ray. Please tell me who Felix from Stray Kids is. What Stray Kids? Like the Cabbage Patch Kids? What, Power Rangers, Powderpuff Girls? What? Tell me what's up. Hey, Bruce. You're welcome, Bruce, anytime, but welcome in, my friend. And would you stop, Ray, trolling my chat? My friend, please stop saying the same thing. Please tell me what Felix from Stray Kids is. Be mindful of the other people in the chat. Ray, Flart. Yeah, I don't like blocking people, y'all. I really don't. I mean, I have people that come in here that are really trolling, and you know what, and you know what it turns out to be. They may start by trolling and being like trying to start some, but they end up staying and actually becoming part of the group. And that's awesome. There are many of them that come in. They may stop in periodically throughout the show and just say, hey, but those people, they started out as kind of like a troll type. And they are now part of our little group, and that they come in and vibe with us whenever they get a chance and time, but they always stop by and show their love. So it's awesome. So, don't ever think that something can't turn into the pot. You can turn, like what they say, you can turn a frown upside down, turn into a smile, you know? So that's what my son always says. Better turn that frown upside down and have a happy day. My son's 20, he's autistic, y'all, and I've got a lot to share. I do. I want to. My son wants me to. I don't know if y'all are ready to see, like, this is real life stuff, y'all. These things that these kids are going through is real life. The parents out here that are voicing themselves, that are being the voice, like my son, being the voice for the voiceless, being that echo, having the heart to step up, and we got to protect the children. Chris said, I did have a meeting with them. It went good, but they still have goals. This is a joke, what they want me to do. So did they not do a case plan with you before, Chris? How long have they had your son? Like, how long has he been in foster care? But it's like, did they do a new case plan with you, or just give you more, like, what, when you say goals, are they giving you more goals to accomplish, like to do, like add more while they are working on, hopefully, I hope to God it's nothing to do with adoption or anything, permanency with John, with your son, because it's crazy. Why would they go take that from you and go to and let other see this is what sucks. People don't realize they're so when an average person or the general public hears a parent, it's like parent, foster care, DFCS or CPS, and your kid being removed or taken is not allowed to be in the same sentence, because it's so quick to be judged and stereotyped. Let me tell you, automatic. I'll tell you right now, I'm a single mom. I'm a ex-con. I've been to prison. I have had a troubled past. And yes, I do have felonies. I am on probation. My kids were never taken, but I had to make a choice for my children in 2011 for their safety and their well-being, and to keep them out of the state's hands. So I asked my family for help. I never gave up on my kids, never will. But just that right there, you have no idea how much hate and how much judgment I got just like that. I wish people would read more into a book than make automatic assumptions, because I promise you, you would be surprised what you learn about someone when you actually learn about them. Learn more of them. Don't be so quick to judge. Keep your mind open. And yeah, sometimes that does bite me in the butt. It does. It does end up being, it works against me. But you know what? It's called a lesson, and a lesson that I learned, and that's just one person that I'll have to, you have, like, I've learned a lot over the last 2 years since dealing with these people, because it's something that you would never think that could happen, or that is supposed to even happen, or even supposed to be in in a reality thing. Like, it's a thing. They do take children. Yes, they take them over poverty. My God, what is food stamps for? They have all these funds. Why can't they help these families get back up on their feet? If everybody struggles sometime in their life, I don't care how much money you have. You cannot tell me that nobody has ever not struggled. Everybody struggles. Everybody. Whether it be with financial, whether it be with psychological, whether it be with your emotions, it's something. Everybody struggles in at one point in their life. Like, I mean, and some can struggle more than others. But why sit here and break? If a family's doing good, hold on one second, y'all. I hear somebody yelling. But why, like Chris, for instance, everything was comfortable, everything was fine in her home. She kept the child, he would do fine. He was doing great. And I'm sorry, but any special needs or like autistic or just any child with a disability, they are, if they can't communicate, they do act out. And that's the disability, you know. If they can't, they're nonverbal, how are they supposed to express themselves if you don't understand them? So what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna probably get impatient, and but that's no reason to punish them and stick them in a facility and isolate them from society or their family or anything. That's what's being done. It's called, what did I say it was? It's kind of like the song Reba McEntire, "The Nights That the Lights Went Out in Georgia," and "The Devil Went Down in Georgia" by Charlie Daniels Band. Let me tell you, those two songs, I I even made up my own little words to the music to that's "Devil Went Down in Georgia," because all he did was grab a clipboard and a badge and became the regional director out here, you know? Like, so, okay, you're still not telling me who Felix is, right? Okay, and I'm still not going to block you. I'm sorry, I can't block you. You just keep repeating yourself. That's fine. I'm Felix. I look like Felix from the Stray Kids. Somebody please fill me in on this. Maybe it's a joke. Maybe it's making fun of me. It is what it is. I just would like to know what it is. If nobody, like, does anybody? Ray, will you explain? Or are you just a bot that, you know? What about the daycare worker that left a child in the car? Right, Evie. Like, are they? They are not. Okay, that is one thing that should be top priority to get that person held accountable. What if they were to run? What if they were to leave the U.S.? And like, I don't understand something like that when it comes to a child. That should immediately be taken care of. I mean, right there. Like when my mother passed away, I thought that it would be an emergency, like, because my son, you know, he may have been but with my mother being his guardian at the time, you still have to go to the courts to take, it's all about paperwork. I don't know why it's always got to be paperwork, but that's the way it's become over the years. Like in 2011, it was one piece of paper, y'all, and they left it up to me and my family to decide what to do upon my release about seeing my kids and the financials. We did that between us. There was no child support involved. There was no DFCS involved. And the judge even stated that. There was no reason for DFCS to be involved. And it was like that in the court order, and the guardianship order. And that was for all three of my children, but it was three separate guardianship orders. But DFCS was never involved for over a decade. My mom passes away unexpectedly, and they come in and don't even know what made them think they could just come in, but there's no prior allegations, or they have no evidence of abuse or neglect. There's no prior allegations, no evidence of abuse or neglect from 2011 on, even when my mother passed. So how can they take a child that they should not ever touch? And he was even still under the guardianship order. So, and I didn't even talk about my rights stomped all over, my boys' rights and mine. And we were totally like, my family wasn't even contacted. That's what's crazy. Like, reasonable efforts. They have family preservation is a big thing when it comes to DFCS. There's three big things that I know that the HHS, like with Robert Kennedy Jr., looks at: child safety, family preservation, and what else, y'all? Reunification, the best interest of the child. Okay, child safety is one. Well, I can tell you, Georgia, when they were on that improvement plan by HHS back in 2017, I believe they got put on it. But in 2020, they go pull the data, and guess what? The three things that they did not meet was they were not, they didn't care about family preservation because they failed that miserably, child safety, and like reunification with the children. Like, stop taking the kids. There was, I mean, heck, just in the last year, the reunification rate has dropped 64%. And y'all can go check. There is a video. I did post it on YouTube and Facebook, I believe. But I can see if I can go play it on the show here. It's like a 3-minute video with the director here in Georgia saying, because of the board up there that she's speaking to brings up the fact that the numbers have declined miserably, like, and bad. So that means it's not being done. That's bad. And she wanted to know why. She wanted to know why the numbers are not showing positive signs, like that these kids are being returned home, that these parents are being able to be successful instead of set up for failure with a system that was built to strengthen and promote safe and healthy and stable families and independency. But yet now it's like, I guess you can say, dividing them and tearing. I mean, it's getting worse. It's like back when Ozov did his investigation. The parents that were involved in that investigation, like myself, and I know plenty of the parents that all across Georgia that were, they talk about retaliation. They come back at us, and boy, oh boy, how are they able to get away with that? Why aren't more parents calling these people out? It's not fair that these kids are going through what they are. A child don't deserve to have to stay in a office, a DFCS office, because of, or a hotel all the time without their family, with somebody they don't even know. Because talk about the funds. The state's paying someone 24 hours a day to sit with a child, like, that needs care. Say my son needed 24-hour. He couldn't be alone. He couldn't be, he needed someone around the clock. That's the way he's, I guess they thought he was a flat. I don't know, but they did pay someone around the clock to sit with my son. And I'm talking, everything must have been paid for with this. Like, but yet they wouldn't let me and help me be able to be there for my son. Like, if I needed a bigger place, okay, why couldn't they say that? If I needed, because they never wanted to. My situation, they already had it planned out when they seen my son. This is what they seen: an orphan boy, and this. Because you know what? I got a video I can show you where he was sent out to that facility, and the very first phone call ever and video visit with my son, they're saying, "Are you easy money, Alex? Are you easy money for us?" Excuse me. What's wrong with that? Hello? What easy money? Are you easy money for us? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I mean, for one, they're like making fun of my child in a spiteful way, and just being, and him not, well, my son, he shows no, he's got feelings, but my son don't bother nobody, and nothing bothers him much. But I tell you, I've seen every emotion possible in my son, because usually he's not, he's autistic, and I guess it comes with the autism. But my son was up to the charts before he turned like 3 years old. We laid him down to bed. He said, he was talking full sentences. He was potty trained. The next morning, y'all, when I tell you, my goodness, I've never been so, like, just out of nowhere, just shocked. My son was straight back to baby mode. And then we're talking, he was like almost 3 years old. Just wakes up. Last night, he was talking full sentences. Even reading, he was potty trained. He was up. He was normal. And just in a matter of 8 hours, the next morning, I hit my knees, y'all, because I did not know what the heck I had just walked into. My son was screaming. He couldn't talk. He had like he used the bathroom in his bed and everything, and just kept like pulling his hair. He kept pointing at me and he was trying to communicate, and I imagine going through something like that. I know there's other parents out there that have, and not knowing what caused that to happen. It's been 20 years, y'all. 20 years. My son just turned 20 years old on July 22nd. Ozzy Osbourne, please rest in peace. And Hulk Hogan, and baby Nolan, my aunt, my uncle's grandson passed on my son's birthday. And bless his rest. He was born sleeping, is what he was. I think it was SIDS, but he was so cute. But that was baby Nolan, and that was so please keep my cousin and her family in your prayers, please. That was her first baby ever, and I guess the Lord wanted him more than he didn't need to be here. He was things happen for a reason. He's with the angels now. So, but I mean, it's heartbreaking just to know that, this was there. I mean, they were young couple, first baby, and my son he was really excited about the baby, and because my son, he loves, when he was out at the facility, we'd talk to him and say, hey, baby Nolan, and my other cousin, she had twins, and just to know that, I mean, it's very devastating. It is, y'all, and it's hard. That's a piece of us that, come on, being a parent doesn't come with an instruction manual. Like it's our God-given right. Like that comes naturally. Like we learn. What is that song? Learn as you go. Sometimes you dream, sometimes you follow. I'm just kidding. But I'm just talking, y'all. I'm not. I'm talking about anything. Wait, let me see. Wait a minute. Leticia Nunez. I am talking about random things, but mainly about Child Protective Services. I'm just trying to understand why they're getting away with what they're doing, and why more parents aren't speaking out, and why that everyone's not coming together. That's the biggest problem that we're facing, y'all. We got to come together, same time, same day, become one. And that's where are we going to be able to? How far is somebody willing to go for their children? I'm Mama Bear, and I'm gonna protect my child, your child, America's children, the world's children. These kids have done nothing wrong to deserve what they're going through. And welcome in, Leticia. How are you? Have you ever had CPS in your life, or know anyone? It's nothing like. It's gotten way worse over the years, and now it's just to the point where it needs to be just. They're so complacent with their ways and everything. I mean, not everyone's bad. I'm not going to say that at all, but it's the bad apples that make the system a system that was built to strengthen and protect. Parents are scared to even go ask for help. I mean, because they're going to lose their kids, or get the kids taken, or be facing jail time or something, like it's crazy. Chris said, the judge don't like that you can't drive, but won't leave my son in the car. I can't drive, but won't leave my son in the car. So, and the judge has even said, because my daughter does not drive, she cannot have a sign back because she can't get him to his appointments with her insurance when her insurance will cover the transportation. Right. I mean, Debbie and Chris, were y'all not doing that before, right? Like, I mean, everything was fine before, am I correct? Like, you made sure that he was able to get to his appointments, even though she don't drive. But she made the arrangements were there. She took care of it, and she ensured that he got to these appointments, right? I mean, it was running smooth before they got involved, right? Like, I mean, were there ever like any appointments missed? I just don't see why that judge is saying that. I mean, I have two disabled people that I take care of, my son and my brother, and you know, they don't help me with I mean, I can't even get my brother help, insurance or anything, and he's disabled. Like, he's even his physical, his short-term memory is even gone. He's always gonna have to live with somebody. He can never live alone. He's his short. I mean, what if he was to cook something and like make a grilled cheese sandwich and leave the stove on? That's why he can't ever live alone. But and then sometimes if he can't do a daily job for 8 hours because he's gonna have someone guide him throughout the day. I mean, and there's a lot of employers that, I mean, so my brother he's disabled, but they will not help me with nothing to do with him. It's crazy. And he's even his physical, his whole right side, I believe it's the right side, yes. Like, his arm is stuck 24/7, like it's in a sling. You know what a sling is, right? Where, you know, and it held, your arm's held up by your side, like when you maybe sprained it or broke your arm. Imagine being like that 24/7. Well, that's my brother. His whole right side is paralyzed. His right leg is stuck. He can't bend it. He can walk though, but when he walks with a limp, and he does lose his balance a lot. His leg, he cannot bend on his right side. He cannot bend his knee. So when he goes to sit down, he's got to like plop down. And when he walks, he's got he's got a rhythm, but sometimes it's hard. But he does lose his balance. And he also has lymphedema. And that is in his legs, where it's like inflamed tissue that's like really inflamed, and his legs are big, and he needs medicine for that. And he does wear compression socks, but you can only wear those for so long. But I'm afraid arthritis is settling in because he is getting older. He's 38, I believe. That's bad when I don't even know his age, and sometimes he don't even know his age. Oof. And that's another thing. I have to be consistent with him, because if I ask, maybe if he's awake, I'd ask him what year it is and show y'all, because I've showed y'all in the past, and then told y'all we would do like a follow-up with him just to see if he remembers what year it is. And he did remember last week, or the week before, I believe it was. He told me it was 2025 and that Trump was the president. But then the next week he told me Obama was, but it was still 2025. So, you know, that's, if I'm consistent on something and keep just repeating to myself, it will stick with him eventually. Some things do, some things don't. Some things take longer, but it's having to be consistent. So, and that's like what we have to be with these people. Y'all, I'm afraid we have to be the ones to step up and get these states to implement these laws. Like Biden just signed that one in July or January of this year. I mean, what is it? This Protect Children and Strengthen Families bill. It's for Title 4B. It talks, I mean, there's several different factors in it. The poverty should not be a reason to take kids anymore with that. But the thing is, it's in effect. But are the states implementing it? No. We have to be the ones that step up and say, hey, don't y'all think y'all need to put this in, you know? Don't y'all need to start enforcing this and putting execution in action, and let's see it done? Because it's not being done. And if we don't voice it, they're not going to do it. They are going to go around it, and as long as they can, until they're made to, they will not do it. And I even heard a senator up in Illinois say that themselves about this with these states. This is every state. Every state is guilty of this. Well, if it's a federal law, why can't they implement it? Why aren't they implementing it? Because they're not going to. If there's no accountability, they're not going to do it. We have to be the voice. But we're not being that way. You know? I believe... y'all, I'm so scatterbrained today. It's when I get on these lives here lately, I'm just like so distraught by certain things that it's a shocker when especially about the funds. Y'all, I see these proposals come in because I'm a grant reviewer, okay? And I see for the administration and children and families for the HHS and ACE, the administration for children and families. So, I review grants. I do this. So the state send in a proposal requesting so much of a grant and then they write the proposal out to see if they can get it approved for it. And when I tell you, it's absolutely insane the shit they ask for. I don't believe that it's in the best interest of even CPS, period. It's more benefiting them than it is. I know this one state, what was it? I forgot what state, but I had to deny it because I understand that they're wanting raises but wait a minute. Why aren't your numbers? I'm going to look at your data, okay? I want to see improvement first. That's what I want to see. I want to see the number, like the data getting better on the better level. I want to see the numbers getting on the positive side, not you taking more kids. I want to see more families reunited with their children. And until then, guess what? The grants are not going to be approved. No. Because look at all the money out there now with each state. Is there any state right now that can say that the money's being spent in the correct way? Is there any state out there out of all 50 states? Does anybody know? Yes, what plans? Your case was definitely retaliation. I'm afraid that's what's happening to Chris too, is retaliation. Y'all, I'm being slow in my comments. I'm sorry, y'all. But the child is alive, thank God. Right, Debbie. And wait a minute. Like the child, yeah. But they give, like, that woman that was the worker that left that child in that car in Alabama. What do y'all think about this other thing where they had teenagers in the basement of a church here in Georgia? What's going on with this? Like, why? And how long have these kids been in this situation? And why didn't anybody report them missing? Somebody had to have known they were missing. Hello. Like, come on. A church's basement, really? Georgia, what's up? Like, Georgia, my God, this is my home state, and I'm disappointed because what happened to the morals and values of this state? And the crazy thing is all this stuff that's like it's swept under a rug, and it's hushed, and it's silenced, and it's Georgia's dirty little secrets, or Georgia's hidden secrets, Georgia's hidden scarlet letter. The stigma, just like Nathaniel Hawthorne's book, The Scarlet Letter. It is the foster care system and child welfare services is just about in the same way like Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter. The hidden stigma and the way that it's foster care and these CPS and the parents are so stereotyped, automatically judged so quick before even, and these people getting away with things, false allegations being made, anonymous calls being made, when, I thought that we could face our accusers through trial. What are we being charged with? For one, because shit fire. Like, what the hell? This is crazy. I just had a brain fart, y'all. I really did. I went off into space right there. Woo. Y'all, it's hot today. It's like not, it feels good, but it's weird. The weather's been so weird here in Georgia, y'all. Today, the other day for like 2 weeks straight, almost, it rained at the same time every day. It was at between this 45-minute period. It was in the evening, and I promise you can even ask Brenda, it was every day for 2 weeks. And it was the same time every day. It was crazy. Our one case was 100% was retaliation, wet plans. And I'm afraid they're doing that a lot, like the retaliation thing, and it's getting worse. Like, remember me saying a while back, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And that's, and I don't want parents to back down. I don't want them to start buckling under pressure. No, you have a army behind you. I promise. There are so many parents out here that are standing to protect, to voice themselves, because we've been silenced. You know what? Here, we are not the hidden secret of America anymore. We are the proof. We are now the proof. We aren't the hidden secret of America. We aren't America's hidden secret anymore. No, we are not the hidden secret anymore. We are the proof. And yes, I mean, think about it. How many times they tried to keep things hush hush? I mean, this is stuff that's been going on for years, but it's gotten way, way worse. Kids being trafficked, kids being unalive, kids being sexually abused. Come on now. Kids being taken from their families with no due process, nothing, no reason, no evidence. But yet you're telling me that there's abuse and neglect. Where's your proof? Show your proof. And a lot of these kids are being placed into foster care before even reasonable efforts. Family should be over anything, first over anything. Before, when a child's removed from a home, the family they are supposed to do diligently search for anyone that's been associated with that child, and that's a good individual or family place for the child. Whether it's it could even be a friend, like a very trusted person that could take in their child during your time. And if you ever got these people at your door where they're knocking, get someone that you trust. I mean, and when I tell you that you trust wholeheartedly. Get someone and get them to get the guardianship or even just a private agreement. Get that child. Do not let the state get your children, because it's so hard. You know, I've been on probation since 2011. 10 days after I did the guardianship with my family. And I'm telling you, I've never dealt with DFCS ever. And for them, just in 2 years, and everything, and my eyes being opened up now to stuff I didn't know before. I didn't know how corrupt this was until I had to go through it myself. And when they came into my life, and when my mother passed away, that's when I was like, wow, talk about like being woke up. I did not know. And it's so heart-wrenching to know that it's right here. It's like in the county that I've dealt with. It's called, what was it called? I mean, these kids are being isolated. They're being abused and neglected in these facilities. And that's what called institutionalized abuse. I mean, it's crazy. The system is definitely dysfunctional. It just needs to be rebuilt. It needs to be abolished and then built up again, reformed. Definitely not reformed. It just needs to be done with and start all over. Start from scratch. We got to go back to the drawing table, y'all. Got to go back to the table, and we got to meet again. Let's go. But this time, it's going to be all everybody. is going to be involved in building a system the way it should be, the way it's supposed to be, and the way it was built in the first place, the right way. It's going to be where it's going to be where it's a safe haven and a place where parents are just struggling can go if they need help without being judged, without being abused, and without being accused of things that is not true. If they are struggling with a little that they can't buy food, that this is CPS and DFCS or whatever you call it in your state, they should be a place where you can go and ask for help without getting any repercussions or any retaliation or any judgment or just any consequences at all, or just feel like you're being punished just for asking for help. Really, I mean, if you really want to go there, I mean, how many of y'all felt like, I mean, the ones that have asked for help, that may have thought that they were doing the right thing by going, and I have heard of this, that they go and ask for help because maybe they can't, let's say if it's a mom that can't provide for her kids and she's a single mother and she reaches out to DFCS for help and it ends up turning on her. Wow. I've seen this happen though. I've seen this go on, and that like I had a friend that this happened to, and she's like, Danielle, what am I supposed to do if she didn't have no family? You know, she had very few friends because she had real bad anxiety and stuff, so she didn't like real big crowds. But her kids were always taken care of. Would do anything for her children. And she hit a time where she had hit a bump in the road and struggled. She got better. She got back up on her feet. But like I said, everybody struggles. It's not, I mean, there's times I can struggle 2 or 3 days for a week. My feelings, my emotions, my physical. We all struggle. Why be punished for that? I mean, we fix it, get right, and do better next. Like, don't make it a habit. What can you do better next time? If this is like, if you're struggling and CPS folks gets involved in your life, my fan just broke. Sorry. That's how hot it is. Oh, and my window unit does not work in here. Yeah. I mean, that's like with me. Well, there you go. I'm struggling right now. I mean, I have AC in other parts of the house, but not in my room because I have to sacrifice my AC right now because I got to purchase another one, and them things are not cheap. They are not cheap. Nope. And it's not like I literally live paycheck to paycheck. I don't have much extra that I can, then my bills get paid though. And we're very well taken care of. Like, we're fine. And, but that's not a reason to, just because I live paycheck to paycheck is no reason to take my child. I mean, there's parents out there that should be working a minimum wage job and I've seen many parents live on the minimum wage and they're homeless happy. And CPS, the hating mom or whatever, is mad because the dad's got their kid around their new girlfriend or something, and she calls CPS and reports some false and starts a big ruckus for them. Just know, when you pick up that phone to call CPS, you're only hurting the child. You're gonna be that child's gonna be going through it, and that child, for what? Ask yourself: are you really calling for the right thing? Are you just calling to be a spiteful butthole? That's what I want to know. Like, stop making these calls, people. Stop the bullshit. If you want, go duke it out with them. If you're mad at that parent, go street justice, baby. Like, my God, face to face with them. Go handle it like we used to. Be the bigger person. Stop calling, making false stories and allegations against these families where these kids are freaking being abused and neglected. Pisses me off, man. Because what if it happened to you? Shame on the ones that call. And I have a family member that, shame on her for doing that. False information. And just What was the motive? What was your reasoning for what? What did you gain? What do you gain out of this? Not a damn thing. But making somebody's life living hell that a child didn't deserve to go through something like that. Just because you want to be spiteful and make a call that has nothing and is not even, it's a fictional story that you're done made up, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Because I'll be damned. That's like bullying on a child, y'all. Pick on somebody your own size. And I'm talking to the ones out there that want to make, like even the caseworkers that want to make false reports, false allegations, and tell and go put it in front of a judge and just but turn around and tell this parent that they're doing great. Come on, grow up. That parent's busting their butt to work that case plan, and you're gonna sit there and just belittle them like that in the courtroom after telling them that they're doing great, and they're them thinking that when they go in that courtroom that it's going to be good things and it's going to be a positive, and next thing you know their rights are being taken. Come on, people, grow up. Stop the bullshit. It's sickening. Why let these families be? I mean, who agrees with me? I'm missing the comments again, y'all. I'm sorry. How much? Debbie, Stephanie, welcome in. Hi, welcome in, hun. You sub, awesome. That's thank you. Y'all like, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Let me get caught up on some comments. Sorry, y'all. I'm just rambling my jaw. I'm just rambling. Sorry. Renee, you missed it. You missed what? What'd you miss, Renee? Best viewers on the stream, boo. It's super hot. Yeah, Renee, it's definitely super hot. You know, the last week was like great. Oh my gosh. I mean, you know, I sit here and complain about the rain when it was going on here in Georgia. But now I'm like, wait a minute. Can we have them? Like, it was like 60 something degrees here. And when I tell you, I enjoyed those 2 or 3 days it was, because I'm telling you what, I would go sit outside and just get a refresher underneath the midnight sky and just have a relaxing moment, and on a cool breezy night that wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. Perfect. Or it may have started raining and I was worried. I mean, maybe we were under a flood watch, which we were. I still went outside as long as it wasn't lightning, because you know how that goes. That wouldn't have been a good result, and that that wouldn't have been a good thing for me. But no, sometimes you gotta have a breather, and that's what I had to do. And I'm glad I did it. 3 days, until the lightning, thunder and lightning got me to. I enjoyed it until they showed up, the thunder and lightning, and wanted to just ruin my. But I didn't let it. You know, thunder and lightning ain't no joke, y'all. The lightning is not a joke. These floods are not a joke. These tornadoes are not a joke. This weather is not a joke. And I do dispatch for the National Weather Service. And I see, like, when I get off the live, I will be doing that. And I do that 24/7 when, you know, I do take a break. I don't do it like 24/7, but I can watch the weather 24/7 on the radar. And it's crazy where these storms are happening. South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, those main 3 places right there, like North and South Dakota, every day I'm always hearing about tornadoes. And you actually see this, like storm chasers out there. And please keep them in your prayers, because they're out there watching these storms so they can get the warnings to you. And I'm going to tell you right now that I have been a witness to this myself with the National Weather Service, that they are, when there's bad weather, and it needs to be reported to the community or to that area, they are so bad about getting it done. It needs to be done quicker. They need to work on that, because I mean, I've seen these storm chasers out there, and they have been like, why ain't the National Weather Service picking it up? Why aren't they calling it out? Why aren't they making a note of it? And for hours, like, I mean, there was a there's people out there that risk their life to go watch that funnel cloud that could be forming over 2 miles maybe from your house, but there is someone watching that to see if it does form something that could be devastating for that community or that area. So yes, these storm chasers risk their lives. Please keep them in your prayers and thoughts. There's a lot of them now, and they do this voluntarily. I'm not trying to chase no storm yet, but I do dispatching. So I do call the National Weather Services issued, severe. I do call those out. But these people they do risk. I mean, I've seen it. I know I have a really close friend that is a storm chaser himself. He's been doing it 20-something years. I've seen things that are unimaginable, y'all. Like, holy Toledo. I would probably hide in my basement when I was little, like when we had a tornado coming. Oh my goodness. But here I am learning something new. And that's what I like. I like gaining new knowledge. So yeah, just these weather and in September, y'all do realize in September, RFK Jr., I cannot wait, is going to come and give us an update about the autism thing. Like the story I was telling you about my son earlier. With him being fine, and then just overnight, he went, and there goes my camera. Can y'all still hear me? I gotta get caught up on these comments, y'all, but my camera just went out. Okay. All right. I'm still here, y'all. I don't know why it just did that, but I'm still here. That's why Armstrong County CYS page says, oh, does it, Debbie? I mean, Renee, helping parents keep children safe since 1953. That's what their mission statement is. And oh my goodness. And where did you say again? Armstrong County. Where's Armstrong County, Renee? I would love that. That's like Georgia here is, what is it? It's strengthening and promoting safe and stable families. Promoting safe, stable, and strengthening families. You mean dividing families and I mean traumatizing these people? Like, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They're just making it upon themselves to just go do what they want to do. They're not even going by their policy manual. That's what Armstrong County page says. It's 107. Oh my goodness. It's 107 degrees in Kansas right now, Debbie. Oh my goodness. Bless your heart. I hope y'all are staying safe out there and hydrated, babe. Oof. I don't even think it's that hot here. I mean, I got this little fan, and I got another fan, and that's probably why y'all hear a bunch of noise a lot sometimes. Yeah, let me see what comment this says. Instead of being, where'd it go? Sorry, y'all, I'm going blind. I need bifocals. I turned 41 a couple weeks ago, and I feel it going blind. Instead of being scared of losing your kids instantly, you're not supposed to be afraid of asking for. Right, that's right. And just for asking for help, you shouldn't be worried about. I mean, now it's getting to the point where women are scared to go have their babies in these hospitals. Like, don't take that away from that mom. That's a new mom. Leave her alone. My God, they're crazy, right? I've talked to 3 people who called them for help. One woman called on herself and no one came. I've heard a lot of that, and no one came yet. And what ended up happening, Renee, 20 days, wet plants, what's 20 days? They're closing your case in 20 days? 20 days? Right? Is that what I'm hearing? My bills are paid and I have food in my fridge and freezer. Bless, amen, Debbie, amen. That's you know what? That's all that matters. I don't even have to have $1 to my name. I'm food in the fridge, and my bills are paid, and everybody's happy. I don't even have to have money in my pocket. I'll be fine. As long as my responsibilities are taken care of, and everything's good, I'm okay. If my paycheck went straight all the bills and food, and I was broke through till next payday, I'm okay with that. Because as long as I got food, my brother's taking care of kids and myself, and the lights are on, water's running, we're doing good. And the dog's even taken care of, we're doing good. Money is greedy. It's greed, it's selfish, it's evil. It's evil. Money is the root of all evil. Renee, I call when it's the truth and when they need the help. I call when it's the truth and when they need the help. Unfortunately, they don't even help them because of, hold on, I lost that comment, babe. Hold on. Because they are too old. Are you talking about like the adults, Renee? Because I tell you, that is true. They don't, and I do want to point out that there is now for kids aging out and maybe facing homelessness, or maybe they're already out of the foster care system and out there in the world. There is a number now. It's I'll have to get this information, so I better write that down so next show. But there is information. There's a number that they can call if they are facing like, and these are the kids that have aged out or are fixing to age out, and because they just, what they do, they let these kids go. Like, I know that we have a young lady that was trying to get her kid home, and he was so excited. He was turning 18, didn't have to be with the guardianship is going to end. And guess where he's sitting now? He wanted to go, couldn't wait to go back to be with his mother. He was an adult. And guess where he's at now? He just turned 18 too, and the day after he turned 18, guess where he's at? He's in jail. That's where this 18-year-old is now. That all he was waiting, the guardianship would be ended, and he wanted to go back to where his family's at. And he was an adult. There's a lot of these kids that are in foster care or under the guard they can't wait till they turn 18. Well, guess what? That 18-year-old, the new 18, he's new to being 18. He's now sitting in jail as an adult because of the guardian making a scene and then getting him locked up for things that are not because he wanted to go be with his mom. That right there is messed up, and bless this kid's heart. I wish, but I can already tell you, it's messed up. It's wrong. What did that boy do? He turned 18, which that's his right. That's his birthday. That's his day. That's his age. But how can the guardian just make it harder on him, rough on him, just because he wants to be with his mom, his family? He's got every right to be, right? Why can't he? He's an adult. Hey, Debbie. Let's see what Renee says. Yes, I don't know how a bunch of these workers have kids of their own and don't care how they are hurting someone else's kids. Oh, man, let me tell you. There is a worker out here in the county I've dealt with, and they get on social media and they could post about their drinking, and oh yeah, even my court-appointed attorney, and these are people that are supposed to represent our children, okay, y'all? Think about this. Out here, I know what goes on in their personal life, that's cool, but keep that shit off social media because that's making them look bad. They want to come in, do they not think that come on, they want to accuse us of things, but yet they're right there and they're supposed to be working a role that's with children and safety, and they're out drinking with their kids. Come on. They are too careless. They are too irresponsible. And I'm surprised that this one even still has her children. But I bet she's able to still have hers because she works for the department, So she's able to, she probably gets a slap in her wrist and shame, do better next time. Is whatever she's given. That's her punishment. But yet we can not have enough groceries and we are just like the worst ever. And we are like the bad people. No, we're not. You are not a bad parent. You are not a bad parent. These are no case or family that I met yet that I've talked to that's still with CPS right now has had even the child's not been in danger. There's not been no evidence at all of abuse and neglect, but it was just because they didn't have enough groceries or the child was dirty. and went to school a little bit dirty. I mean, heck, I get outside and get dirty. I mean, we're people. Kids are kids. Kids can have fun if they, hello. Y'all, my brother got traumatized by DFCS back when he was younger. They made him pull his pants down and take a picture of his hind end because of a bruise where he fell off his bicycle. And ever since then, he is, without my mother being at school when they did this, my brother, and he still talks about that till this day, because he was just saying something in the hallway just now, and whenever he hears about DFCS, and it triggers something here. But yeah, that happened to my brother. I forgot what grade he was. He was young. I would think I was in the fifth grade. He was in the third, I believe. So think about that. Like, what the? People he don't know. And he's having to show his what? Great. And he kept telling me, I just fell off my bike. I was on my bicycle. My mom didn't do nothing. My God. And my mother, boy, talk about one pissed off mom. My mom was pissed. Oof. No, you didn't miss the show. Yesterday I didn't get on. I did a morning time. Well, yeah, you were on the morning show. How did I think I saw your video, Renee? I did see your video after what happened. Wait a minute. It was on YouTube, I believe. And I believe you posted it yesterday. So was that the outcome of the appointment that you had with your attorney? And I guess it wasn't, they're not wanting to hear, like, pretty much their mind's made up or whatnot. They're trying to railroad you. And what's your lawyer doing about that? Sorry, y'all, I got something in my eye. All right, I gotta get caught. Wow, hi Security Plus channel. How are you? Welcome in. What are you saying wow for, my friend? Y'all, I'm hold on. There was something in my eye that hurt. Oh. So sorry, y'all. Ouch. So hi Security. How are you? Nobody cares. Oh boy. Who are you? Get out of my chat, dude. Hold on, y'all. You're a block user. Thank you. Bye, Felicia. You're not welcome here with that bullshit. Sorry, y'all. We had this dummy, and you ain't gonna troll me. You gone. Sorry, y'all. I didn't see that person. I wish somebody. I didn't know if y'all said anything. But security is gone. They're not gonna troll me. Mm-mm. But I didn't even block the Ray person. But they just stopped, and I appreciate that. See, but yeah. Anyways, we're not gonna let the haters hate. Not today. The devil's not here near today, y'all. I can hear you, and I think they are all my comments. LMA. Okay. I know security. That person was just saying something, and so they're not even in here. Okay. Renee says 30 minutes north of Pittsburgh. So you're in Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah, I watched that little video you had on YouTube, and I think it was from yesterday, but I watched it yesterday evening, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I saw you in the Tip and Punisher show, the comments, and I got on there, but I think, and then they wanted me on the show, so I went and got on there because Tiff wanted to say about the grant that Virginia is a joke, like, but yeah, and I didn't get a chance to catch up with you. And I also need to find Ralph Jackson. Has anybody seen him as well in the chat? So I got to get back on track about my times. Y'all, I got like 10, not even 10 minutes. I don't know what time Tiff and Punisher come on, but I want to give them time to get on here and do their thing. But I will be back tomorrow, Friday. Yes, I will be back at 5:30 again. I know it's 5 minutes off today. Trying to get better about changing my time, but I think I'm getting worse, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. I need to stop. Wet plants, you gotta stay on me about that. Danielle, I'm gonna message you shortly with information. I have a friend who was born. Okay, wet plants, that sounds good. Go Trump. That's what's up. Security Plus. Go Trump. That's right. Brenda. Yeah, I'm still going. Why not? It's only been an hour and 15 minutes. Brenda. Are you at work? Brenda? Brenda. Yeah, Brenda's not at work. She's off today. Give us our kid. Right. Hi, Chris. Where's Chris? Is in here? Not your Chris, is it? No. Look, Brenda. She's talking about Chris. Debbie's Chris. The Chris that's in here talking with John, her son. Brenda look, Brenda bringing it back, ain't she? Strengthening and maintaining the integrity of the client families, preventing family dissolution. You know what Nancy Schaefer called it? A criminal political phenomenon. And like, I have a bunch of notes, and I found her grave, okay, y'all, here in Georgia, and it is on a private site, okay, and it's not like an hour or two, and I want to go up there, but her obituary, I mean, not the obituary, they posted, it's on Find a Grave, and I just wanted to look in the things that they say. It's that woman was involved a lot with her communities and her state and her job. And she had a heart. She had heart. That woman right there is the perfect example of what CPS should be like. Nancy Schaefer is the queen, like the one that would be the I mean, I wish that the people that did that to her, if they're still living, we'll find them. It's coming. Because I believe they are still alive. And they're sick. They're wrong for what they do. And that woman and her husband did not deserve to be unalive because of y'all's foolishness. Y'all know who y'all are. Shame on you. Shame on you for taking that woman's life, for speaking out, for saying, shame on you for wanting to hurt children. Shame on you for stopping someone to protect families and children. Shame on you. Y'all, you, whoever's listening that feels hit by that comment, shame on you. Because that woman did not deserve that, neither did her husband, and neither did her kids or her grandkids. She wasn't bothering you. Are your friend? You haters? Why didn't y'all leave that woman alone? But everybody, that woman, Nancy Schaefer, was she was what, did y'all know that, I think it was Jimmy Carter's wife, before she passed, I think she passed, she was speaking out about CPS as well, but nobody ever talks about that. Have y'all ever heard that? That's a rabbit hole we're going to go down now that has anybody ever heard about Jimmy Carter's wife speaking out about CPS or foster care or anything that has to do with child protective services before, like maybe a couple years, or it could have been like months before she passed? Has anybody ever heard that? Because that's funny. That's weird. I just thought about that and brought it back. But I have heard that. I mean, let's see what Security Plus says. Go Trump. We're all about Trump. And the need for out-of-home placement of children. Renee, imagine out of state. Like, holy Toledo, out of state. Like that's why send these kids out of state? Why not keep them around their community? Why not keep them in their families like they're supposed to do? It's family preservation. Renee, have you ever seen the news story with my son? That's on Atlanta News First. If you look up Atlanta News First and you go to just type in Atlanta News First and Alex and children sent out of state, but put Georgia or the news station, it'll come up with my news story, me and my sons, and you ought to go hear that and tell me if that ain't trafficking. Like, holy Toledo. They had to send Georgia's kids out of state to get services and bring out of state kids in Georgia to get services because of the money. What? I mean, hello, if that don't ring a bell and knock somebody's socks off, what is up? If that don't say human trafficking. But nobody's saying nothing about it. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that nobody is talking about that news. And why are these kids getting sent out of state? And then when they come back, they're trauma. Well, the states don't want to bring them back to their home state. I had to go get my son $3,800. We got on the plane and we went and got him. And he come back home with us. You damn right. They wasn't keeping my boy. My boy did not deserve to be there. He wasn't going to stay there. And I'll be damned if I was going to wait on this longer. Shame on you, Georgia. That boy, I would have walked. I would have paddled a boat over there to get my son. And even probation. I got a travel pass. Yes, I did. And they helped. Thank you, probation. And they know who they are. Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for helping me get my son home. Like they said they would help 2 years ago when my mom passed. And they stood their word. Thank y'all very much. All right, it is bullshit, Renee. Yes. What were you saying no about? See, look, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I'm walking into federal court in 20 days. Are you? Yeah, y'all are about to see some. If I can ever get these people, let me tell y'all something. And then I gotta start winding down and ending the show, y'all. But y'all remember we got the Tip and Punisher show next. I believe, yes, it is next. Today's Thursday. Then tonight is bringing back Brenda at 9 or 10. Just be looking for the notification. And we may have a late night show. I don't know. Then I'll be back sometime. I'll be back at 5:30 tomorrow. I know that Eastern time. And then I may do like a pop in at 6:30 because that's what time I usually get up about 5:30. And I may hop on because I'm gonna try to do like some shows for like 15-30 minutes during like lunch hours or morning hours, like when the news, just to give y'all updates and remind y'all, hey, did you like back in the day when they like, do you know where your kids are? And be 10 o'clock at night, and that's what comes across the screen. Yeah, I know where mine are. They're in the bed. They go to school tomorrow. My son started school, y'all. He's finally going to be able to graduate. Instead of being out of that damn facility, that the school, it's a joke. Like they have school at these facilities, right? These kids aren't going to a school. They're having to go to school on the campus of these residential treatment facilities, and that's not the same. I'm sorry. Case closure in is 19 days. Awesome, wet plans. That is great. Great, WP. Yes. As I don't see Facts Over Lies anywhere. Where's she at? You're fake security? Damn. Don't be like that. They just won't take teenagers too hard to place. They don't. But they see this. Like my son was 6 months away from being 18 when they got him. Just because my mother passed away and my aunt. And y'all, I'll start opening up about my sharing more. Like I'm gonna start sharing out. Brenda got my text message today from one of my attorneys said. I would love to show y'all, but I can't even mess with anything because I don't have another screen up to show y'all. I would, but I don't have. I gotta start closing out the show. But y'all, listen, I'm not proud of it, but the first time. Hold on, let's see what she said. But the first time CYS was in my life, I realized this one woman I sold, me and her husband, kind of waiting for her still to call me back. They've been, I guess she has a good idea on what she'll be doing, so I don't know till she calls me back. People make mistakes, Renee, and no reason to beat yourself up about it. Don't dwell in the past. Like, you learn from your mistakes, and you just stay strong for the kids, and don't try to don't dwell on anything that's negative, like that could be like, I know some people it could trigger like by bringing stuff up, and don't beat yourself up about it. Just know that you are standing up for what's right. You are standing up for yourself and protecting your children and standing up for what is correct. The law, the rules are right. And they're the corrupt ones because that's your children, your family, and you deserve to be. You can be a parent. You have the fundamental right. It's amendment, First Amendment. It's our God-given right. How can they take that away? Keep voicing yourself, babe. And there's an army of parents that And the parents out there that are struggling, that are feeling the pressure, that are buckling under pressure, don't. Reach out to me, reach out to Darren, Brenda, somebody. Reach out to us. Do not let these people bully on y'all. I promise. They're not going to bully much. I promise you. We are not America's hidden secret anymore. We are the proof. You are powerful, parents. You're a lot powerful than what you think. We just got to put the knowledge in the right place, gain the knowledge and put it in the right place. And that's a lot of I'm still learning things. We all work together in this, though. You're not alone. You're in this fight with us. We all are in this together. No parent left behind and no child left behind. These people are not going to keep getting away with this. I promise you. We're in it. We coming. They know it. We coming. We ain't stopping until this gets the reform and the abolishment and the changes that it needs. Either it's going to be total. We're coming. We're not stopping. It's been going on way too long, and nobody. It's going to get what it needs done. Whether we are going to be the voice. We are going to be the ones to push for these states to implement the law, the correct things, not keep doing what they're doing just to cash for kids, just so they can get $1 million for a kid, just to lock them in a facility where they're just never allowed to do anything. It's bullshit. No, the kids are going to be free and they're coming home. All right, y'all. So everybody, I gotta end the show. I wish everybody a good evening. Stay safe out there. Stay hydrated, please. I know it's hot. Why the weather had to do this. The kids that are in school, that started school, stay safe. And I'm good luck and awesome. If they started the first day, my son, he started back at school. He's a senior. Go Alex. Class of 2026, baby. I think it's 2020. Yeah. No, he'll be class of 2025. No, 2026. It's a class of 2026, buddy. He should have been in class of 2025, but it's okay. I still get to see my baby graduate. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to that. I wish he, but I tell you, my son is a real warrior. He is in this fight with us. Just because he's not with me right now, he's with my aunt. He's safe. But these people ain't no joke. And I have a special needs brother that I take care of. And then my son. And then I also have 2 daughters. And taking care of a disabled person, I'm ready I take care of 2. And they're my family. My brother deserves a chance at life as well. He shouldn't be judged just because of his disability, and I'm all he's got. My mother passed away. I couldn't let my brother go. And, and that's a story for another day as well. I just need to start having daily shows about my story and open up more about it, and it'll blow your mind. My son has one hell of a story, y'all. He is I love that boy. Well, I love all y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good evening. Tip and Punisher show's next. Like, subscribe, share out the channel. Go check out the website, www.cpsbreakingnews.com. Go check out the forum. Go check out the clothing, the everything. You can check out the channels, the blogs, a forum where you can go chat in, ask your questions, reach out. If you want to have a show or come on a show, there's a spot on there to go fill out. www.cpsbreakingnews.com. Go check it out. That's that has all their shows on it. It has the times, and like I said, go check out that forum. Go check out the store as well. Just go check it out. Go leave a comment. Go share it out. Let's go see what's up. Go see what's up on there. It's pretty cool. It's still in the works though, but hey, it's awesome. I'm proud of it. I'm glad that the channel is getting out there, and we're building up, and Darren's has worked his butt off to get this up and going. And I feel bad that I have not helped like I should be, but he's done a damn hell of a damn good job. So I'm proud of him, and I'm proud to be part of this team. So y'all, we're all family, but keep fighting. Don't give up. And if y'all need me, holler at me on Messenger or hit my email. I'll post cpsbreakingnews.com. Go check out the website, y'all. I want to see some comments in the forums. I want to hear y'all in the forums. Go check out my video in the forums. I posted one. It's all for y'all. It's a daily message. Motivation. Go hear it. Y'all will like it, I think. Y'all be good. Be safe. Until next time, y'all. I'm Danielle, and I'm signing off. Bye, y'all. Much love. Check out Tiff and Punisher.
Sisters in the shadows walking down, lost the way but found again somehow. Faces in a crowd but you're not around. Whispers in the dark, a silent sound. Fight up through the storm, you stand tall. Through the pain, relentless, we won't fall. Broken chains and echoes in these halls. Searching through the night, love takes it all. Me and Nana, mi fuerza, mi soul. In a world where we dare to be bold. Through the fire, through the cold, we hold. Stories of the unbroken, now retold. Years go by, but the memory stays. Fading light, get your spirit sways. In the heart where the love always plays. Days turn to dreams in the haze. Voices in the wind call your name. Fight the demons that bring the shame. Rise above and we stay the same. Write our story in flame. No. Me and Mana, mi fuerza, mi soul. In a world where we dare to be bold. Through the fire, through the cold, we hold. Stories of the unbroken, now retold. Fuerza, mi soul. In a world where we dare to be bold. Through the fire, through the cold, we hold. Stories of the unbroken, now retold. Mi hermana, mi fuerza, mi soul.